everybody, this is Joel from movingtomexi.co. I am here today with two special guests. I have Heather Lorenzen, did I pronounce that correctly? Yes. Who's a global health expert and a registered nurse. Mm-hmm. And you have taken your career to a global level.
Yes.
And I'm going to actually get back into that in a second. And then we have, on my right-hand side, we have Dr. Greg Carroll.
That's right.
Who's an MD from the States. And the two of you have put together a new business idea to focus on people who are traveling.
That's right.
And what could potentially become their healthcare needs.
That's right.
Either pre-trip, during the trip, or, God forbid, post.
That's exactly right.
And, given the current situation around the world, and unfortunately, because of our good friends at YouTube and their algorithm, I can't really say that word, but, it's like the Mexican beer pandemic. I think you guys can figure out what we're talking about today. But anyways, we do get so many questions on Facebook and some of our videos that, people are like, oh, I want to travel to Mexico, but I'm not ever going to leave my house until, there's a proven vaccine. Maybe in 3 years I'll come back and spread my love for the Mexican people. And we're like, well, if you want, you could probably start traveling now. And that's maybe not for everybody. Maybe you are comfortable, hanging out at home, and that's okay. But what we were hoping to do with Greg and Heather was sit down with them in a more formal interview, also with one of the local doctors here in Bucerias. Hopefully we can get Dr. Sands as part of that, because he can bring some local knowledge to really provide you, our viewers, some not only just common sense, but actual factual data, right? So we'll be doing a little bit of debunking of some of the things that you're hearing. We'll also be doing some confirming of some of the stuff you're hearing, so that you can actually have the facts that if you decide to travel here to Mexico, or for anywhere for that part, anywhere in the world for that part, what are the things you can be doing to take care of yourself, minimize your risks, because life has risks, right? Every day we wake up, we put ourselves at risk in one way, shape, or another. So I think what we really want to do is put the risk in perspective when it comes to the situation that we're dealing with on a global basis, and then hopefully put your mind at ease, so that if you are considering, a trip, we have two medical professionals that made the trip, from 100%. The States to come to Mexico, which is, supposedly one of the most worst places in the world for the situation right now, and that's not true. But, we're going to be sharing the actual stats with you so that you can make an informed decision. Did I kind of hit all the points?
You really did, Joel. Okay. You did 100%. And yeah, we are here. We made the trip ourselves, and everything was going incredibly well.
And so what have been some of your initial things that you've seen here in Bucerias and in Mexico? I guess, what did you expect? And then what either met your expectations or exceeded your expectations?
So I was worried about coming here, and I was, I've been working on the COVID response globally for a while now, so I was very hypersensitive about coming here and worried about people not wearing masks, people not following protocols basically. Yeah. And so I have been from the time that I landed, I was incredibly surprised. So, the taxi drivers are wearing masks. Walking around town, you see people wearing masks, and that's what's important to me. And also going into restaurants, so they have a hand sanitizer before going into a restaurant. The waiters and waitstaff are wearing a mask. So it made me feel very, very comfortable, and it's so beautiful and nice outside, so you can sit outside. Yeah. And I'm from Portland, Oregon, where it's raining now, so you're kind of stuck inside. So it's been great.
And as a nurse, having sunny weather and sunny skies, and not trapped in an office or in your home, it's good for your health.
Absolutely.
Yeah, both mentally and physically.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
And what about you, Greg?
Yeah, I would echo the same comments that Heather's had. In fact, landing and going grocery shopping, just another example. Major grocery chain just down the street here in Bucerias, checking temperature as we went into the shopping center, making sure we had our mask. giving us hand sanitizer, actually dispensing it for us, and then also having patterns in the store so that everyone's moving through it in an organized fashion. Again, really reiterating just how organized people are and really how much they've taken to heart and are executing and to Joel's point, really carrying out the protocols to make things safe to travel here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think even living here, I can't say I was surprised, but I was somewhat surprised at how quickly all the businesses reacted to this and implemented the protocols. Again, whether it's the major chain grocery store, which, you know, they have arrows so that people are kind of going one way down an aisle as opposed to both ways. They have the, you know, maintain the safe distance little stickers on the, when you're in the line, you know, checking out for your food. But that goes all the way down to the little small restaurants, and even the little taco stands are, you know, we went to Tacos Linda a couple weeks ago and she's taking temperature, and it's a semi-outdoor taco stand, right? So people are taking it seriously here, and you know, we see a lot of comments sometimes on social media that says the opposite, and what we want to do is really show what's actually happening, you know, here, at least in our part of Mexico, so that we can provide proper information as opposed to, you know, reinforcing misinformation. So anyways, what we would love for all of you to do, okay, if you have a question regarding the current situation, you know, is it safe to travel? What should I do before I travel? What are some of the things I should be, you know, worried about, you know, when I'm in an airplane, in the airport, when I'm in Mexico, or wherever it is that you're planning on going? You have two medical professionals here, and hopefully a third if we get Dr. Sands as a part of that interview. And we'll have a follow-up interview, be a little bit more formal, and we're going to go through all the questions that we're getting on this particular video, so it's important. If you have a question, comment below, ask that question. We're going to bring those questions back in a more formalized interview so that we can publish that video and answer everything that is on your mind. Sound good, guys?
Yeah, sounds perfect. Joel, I mean, I would just say, yeah, there's a lot of misinformation out there, and really it's about making sure you have all the information so that you can make the decision based, and then have fun traveling here in Bucerias. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful.
Well, there you go. And I'm sorry for the construction noise. You know, that's you know, those are my neighbors. They got these big like saws, and they're like cutting big chunks of steel. But anyways, maybe you can put a little rooster noise in there, Paul. And hey, on that note, when you hear the rooster in our videos, you know what that means? It means hit the like button, okay? Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and again, comment below. All right, so it's that time of the week again. It's Saturday. Well, it's not Saturday, but it's going to be when you're watching this video. We are going to draw for a week-long trip here in Bucerias, Mexico, staying at, well, either Casa Victoria or Maravilla. And I mean, you guys are staying at Casa Victoria. What can they expect?
Oh my gosh, they can expect a beautiful home, local furniture that's been carved. I mean, just authentic, beautiful. A pool, which we're sitting next to right now. All hands around.
2 blocks from the beach.
2 blocks from the beach. Yeah. I mean, what more could you ask for?
And I live on the property too. I know you might not want to ask for that. I mean, you might want to ask for a refund for your free trip after spending a week with me, but so far so good. I'm behaving myself.
Barely, but so far so good.
Anyways, all right, so we're going to do this, our trip, a draw, and I'm going to ask one of you guys, I'm going to bring up the list here, and so I know the 1 to 4 is gone, okay?
All right. And
so you gotta choose a number between 5 and 1140. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Okay, 222.
222. So, you know, I have witnesses here, right? So that was legit, right? So here's
I see the list.
Is Jane Norad?
Jane Norad. Felicidades, congratulations, Jane Norad. You have won a week here with us in Bucerias, Mexico. That's going to be a great trip.
That's an amazing opportunity.
You know what? We're going to throw in a Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday!
Anyways, so I'm going to get you guys to help me with this last part. Okay, so there's some words you're going to learn in Spanish. Okay, first there's hasta luego. Can you say that?
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Then we're going to say nos vemos.
Nos vemos.
Which means we'll see you again, okay? And then we're gonna say adios, but we're gonna scream it, okay? Hasta luego, nos vemos, and adios!